Will the Detroit Lions do something they haven't done in almost a year? Win.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Subscribe to the members of ISN.
What's going on, guys? My name is Derek, and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz. Be sure to subscribe and enable all notifications because here we talk all things football. And speaking of football, it is that time again. And are you ready for some football? The Detroit Lions take on the Chicago Bears at home tomorrow in their first game in over 8 months. The Detroit Lions, the last time they actually won a game was, I believe it was October 27th, 2019. That was a win against the New York Giants. We are going to go into the My Bears Lions preview, and we're going to look at some stats and compare some stat lines, and then obviously I'll give you my prediction on the game. One of my favorite things about the ESPN site is the matchup predictor. I don't know if it's a computer doing this or if it's people, but what it is it is a matchup predictor, and it's based on, it's according to ESPN's Football Power Index. So they give the Detroit Lions a 48.2% chance to win this game, with the Chicago Bears having a slight advantage at 51.5%. And then the remaining 0.4% is a tie. For the Chicago Bears, they have a list of questionable. Now that means questionable is more likely that they will play than unlikely. You then move on to doubtful and then just outright out, which we have some Detroit Lions guys that are outright out. So we'll start with them first. CJ Moore, the safety, is out. Shanahan is questionable. We really need this guy to play. It's time for him to step up. Big V is out as well. He was just, I think it was just announced Friday was when they put the injury report out, and he is out. Jeff Okudah is questionable. I don't expect him to start anyway. And my guy, Danny Amendola, is also questionable. I do believe that Danny Amendola will play. Then we'll move up to the Chicago Bears. All of their guys are questionable. Buster Screen, Javon Wims, Cordero Patterson, Khalil Mack, and Jason Springs. Now, if we click on the full injury report, we have 3 more additions to the Bears roster that were not on the main ESPN page. And then right here, Robert Quinn, linebacker, is doubtful, which means that he probably won't play. And it lists right here why he won't play. So now if we scroll down to our Detroit Lions and see if Kenny Golladay is actually out. Okay, Hunter Bryant is out. CJ Moore is out, and then Kenny Golladay is doubtful, and because he has a hamstring injury. Okay, so Kenny Golladay probably will not play tomorrow. I just don't know if he's going to play or if he's not going to play. Should be interesting to see. I look at this injury report. I think Robert Quinn is probably the biggest factor for the Chicago Bears. And for the Detroit Lions, it would be Kenny Golladay. We really need to be able to have all our receivers at our disposal. However, we do have guys that can step up. I think receiver was one of the deepest parts that we had as far as the roster. Now, if we take a look at the last 5 opponents for the Chicago Bears, they are coming off a win at the Minnesota Vikings at the end of last year, and they are 3-2 in their last 5 games. Now, the Detroit Lions, we know they wind up losing 9 in a row, I believe it is. They were in a lot of those games. As you can see here, we lost the last game by 3. The majority of the 9-game skid was without our starting quarterback, Matthew Stafford. In addition to that, we had 21 players on the injured reserve, and our team was decimated. And even with that being said, we were still in a lot of these games until late. We just couldn't really complete any type of run game versus the pass game. We also had the 31st ranked defense in the National Football League to end the year. Not sure what it was the last time we played the Bears, which was actually, I want to say that was Thanksgiving Day. We played the Chicago Bears and we wind up losing 24-20. I believe that the Detroit Lions are going to be able to pull this off. Matthew Stafford is healthy and he's ready to play. I think our O-line is stronger than it was last year as well. And I think as far as the defense goes, it can't be any worse, really, if you look at it from last year. During week 1 of last year, the Detroit Lions offense looked particularly good. sputtering near the end of the game. But I think it was the defense that really let the team down and allowed the Arizona Cardinals to make an 18-point comeback to tie the game, which went into overtime, and then we wound up with a tie. I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow, and I have the Lions taking this game. No score prediction, but I do have us winning the game against the Chicago Bears to start the season 1-0. You've got Mitchell Trebinsky. The Chicago Bears didn't want to say who their starting quarterback was until about a week ago, and I feel like that's kind of a problem. But we've seen Mitchell before, and he's also beat us, so I'm not going to count him out, but I definitely don't think that he's the quarterback of the Chicago Bears' future. I'm just saying. Don't kill me, Bears fans. I'm just saying. I think I'll say it so you don't have to. But my name is Derek, and this is the Gridiron Blitz. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you want better, you have to be better. I want everyone to take care of themselves because I want to see you in tomorrow's live stream.